I think that we certainly came away with a lot of positives from this season, ending the year the way we did with 17 and 15 in the conference, and good enough for third place in the West, which would have qualified us for postseason had we been eligible. Finishing the season a game over 500 as well. The competition is absolutely really good. We knew it would be a challenge, and it showed that we have to play every day, come out and be ready to play every game and every doubleheader. I couldn't be more happy with my kids the way that we responded to some challenges early in the season, and maybe a realization that this is different. I thought we really mid-season found our stride and started putting things together and playing as well as we could possibly play. And we had some great outstanding individual performances, but more importantly, as a team, we came together and can take a lot of good things away from the season. Like I said, qualifying, the girls had that goal from the beginning, is put ourselves in a position to qualify for the Great Lakes Valley Conference had we been eligible, and they did that, and they fought several weekends to remain in that spot, and then you had a great two-day home series to end the season with Senior Day, sweeping Missouri S&T, and then splitting with Drury, going 3-1 on the weekend, and ending the season with a no-hitter.
I'm going to put you on the spot here and just ask you, if you had qualified for the GLVC, how do you think you would have fared at the conference tournament?
Well, this conference and that tournament, it's a bear. Everybody's very close. We would have, from what I could tell, would have went in as the 8th seed. Would have seen Indy, who ended up winning that regular season and also that tournament. And you have to play well for 3 straight days and put together everything you've got, and the pitching has to be outstanding. You just can't make mistakes at that point of the season. So it's hard to say where I think how we would have done. I certainly know we would have, at the way we ended the season, we would have been prepared to play it at a high level. It was fun to watch. I went down there with Coach Bauer, and we were a part of it, at least from the stands, and saw how it worked and saw how intense it was, and the competitiveness of it. And like I said, it really, there's a lot of parity in the conference, and especially at that tournament.
Talking about outstanding pitching, you relied on a couple of seniors this year, Maria Buckingham and Amanda Storm. Talk about their years, if you would, a little bit, and what it's going to take to replace all of those innings next year.
Well, we have a large class to replace with the 5 seniors, and certainly pitching in this sport gets recognition. Amanda has been here for 4 years. Got to watch her grow up. She started 206 straight games for us. Never didn't play for us, and there's a lot that goes into that. She's had really a lot of success, but also takes care of herself and is in tremendous shape to be able to maintain injury free for 4 years. Had a great career in the circle, won over 50 games for us in 4 years, pitched over 500 innings, had over 500 strikeouts in her career. It's hard to find records previous to me getting here. I'm going to say that's got to be in the top 3 at least in Jewel softball career. So just tremendous 4 years, pitched at a high level all 4 years, won a lot of games for us. Never says a word about being sore. Can't believe she's going again. In her sophomore year, she pitched I think 200 plus innings. So we used her a lot. Maria, a transfer, junior college transfer from NEO A&M out of Oklahoma. The last 2 seasons, she came in and solidified our pitching staff, and along with Rachel Hayden and Faye Song this year. Those 4, they work really hard. That position comes in early, leaves late, and Maria came in and gave our staff some reputation along the conference. We're going to try to strike you out, and she was a strikeout pitcher, had great stuff. I think both years averaged over 1 strikeout per inning. She won a lot of games for us as well, and both of them were leaders. Girls really respect them, look up to them, as well as the other 3 seniors, Emily Klein, Erica Scally, and Taylor Brown. All 5 of those girls mean so much to this program. I've got to see them grow up for the most part, and Emily, Taylor, and Amanda being 3 that came here as freshmen. So, just it's hard not to get emotional about them because they've given so much to this program and have definitely left their mark on it.
That last day against Drury when Amanda finishes her career with a no-hitter, and that's a really neat accomplishment for her, but a lot of people don't realize how good Maria was that day, allowing just 1 hit through 7 innings and then getting beaten in the 8th inning. So
yeah.
What a fine way to end their 2 careers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we couldn't get that win for Maria in regulation. She had pitched so well, 1 hit through 7, and we had our opportunities. We just didn't get runs in. We went into the 8th 0-0 and know that it should have never gotten to that point. But unfortunately we didn't get that win. It would have been just another asterisk to put next to this great season that we went out with 4 straight wins, and it's such a team effort. A no hitter. Amanda would be the first to tell you, she'd look at her defense right away and tell you they made a lot of plays. I'm not sure how many strikeouts she had, but I know we made a lot of good plays. And she's so modest. She'll tell you it's a team accomplishment.
We talk about how good they were in the circle. What do you have coming back next year as far as the pitching depth?
Well, we know that we've got a lot of spots to fill, and we want to do that with quality players and also quality girls. The girls that we have so far signed. We have a couple junior college transfers at third base and in the circle, and then some freshmen from the area, in the outfield, and also another pitcher. We feel very good about who we've signed up to this point. We know we still have some work to do. But we like where we're at right now. We know we have a foundation of younger players who have played a lot of innings for us. A very talented group of freshmen this year, and a very solid group of sophomores, and Lexi Rosmus, who will be our lone senior next year. So we're losing a lot, but we retain a lot too. And girls who played quality innings for us and had great at bats and played significant roles. So we feel good about where we're at physically. We've got a lot to learn about the philosophy that we have at William Jewell, and buying into that with the new group, which we always will. And with a group leaving like this group of seniors, there's going to be a lot more work for underclassmen and the coaching staff to get everybody on board with our philosophy.
So now you've been through the circuit one time, you've seen the conference championship from the stands. What are the things you want to work on and improve for next year?
Yeah, I think it was a great thing for us to see the conference tournament and really put everything in perspective. We feel like we had a good year, but certainly aren't satisfied. We're not to where we need to be. We're going to have to work a lot more on the little things and being more disciplined and being as perfect as possible every time we do it. We work hard. There's no doubt about that. The girls put a lot of time in the weight room, the strength and conditioning program, obviously what we do on the field. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we can do with as much intent as possible. That's going to be the difference of being where we're at now and where we would like to be, and that's as disciplined and we're going to play the game harder than you, and I think that's what I saw there was that the teams that are doing well in that tournament they're going to try to make you make mistakes, and they're going to take advantage of you when you do.
What's the off-season cycle like as you get ready for fall ball?
Well, the girls, well, for the most part, they all leave, and we've got girls from all over the Midwest and also the West Coast and up in Canada. So we're gonna part ways with them for the summer. Some will have opportunities that others can't to play in the summer. Obviously, on the West Coast, there's more opportunities for those girls to play a level of softball that's they can get better. In the Midwest, it's difficult to find those opportunities. So, they'll have a strength conditioning program that they need to be utilizing. They definitely will have a lot of work to do on their own. When we finish the season, we talk to them about where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are, and we hope that they take that as constructive and take it to the summer and get as much help as they can, get as many reps as they can. And we've set a bar that we want to come in and build on what we did this year. So everyone's got to be on board. We certainly got to work hard this summer.
Nobody on base, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And a little soft liner to Brown, and it's all over with as the line drive to third base ends the ball game and ends the season for the Cardinals with a 4-1 win over Drury here in the second game of the doubleheader. What a game it was, too, as the Cardinals able to close it out strong in the 2012 season, knocking off Drury.